Recording. Pay attention. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this Tuesday night team call. This is our first Trailblazer team call of 2020. Woohoo! We're excited. We are excited. And last week's call with Sean was great, so we just reversed the weeks there. So I know some of you guys are hopping on. Everybody's making dinner and multitasking, which I totally get and understand. I have Phil making my dinner, so wish me luck. I'll probably be having a shake. No, I'm teasing. So there's a lot that I wanted to cover tonight, and I want to try to actually have this be a shorter call so that we can text blitz and get you guys back to being with your families. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to introduce Kathy, who I think some of you guys have met. Kathy is direct to Lisa, and she is a busy lady, and works 2 jobs, is a fitness instructor, has a family. Like, she's a busy girl, and yet she just finished her 2000 plus in December, like a month ago. And Kathy, I would just love for you to share in a couple of minutes, like, you know, I mean, you have to be intentional to get to the second level and get that bonus. And we call it qualifying sales coordinator now, but I mean, just, you know, I know you guys are familiar with the other terms. And it was the holidays, and you were traveling. You went away over Thanksgiving. So how did you make it happen? I mean, how did you get it done so that you could get your bonus?
Oh, geez. Well, first of all, I've been thinking about it because, you know, Lisa Bartlett had told me you wanted me to speak tonight, and trying to think about it. And I'll tell you, a big part of it was Lisa Bartlett, my upline. She is, and I remember talking on the rank meters meeting with Ray, and him saying, you know, don't bother your people. They know they haven't done it. If you know, don't badger them. Say, hey, have you done your list? Have you done your list? Have you done this? Have you done that? And she doesn't do that, but she's always there. Like, I have any questions, it doesn't take me an hour to look it up, because I just Voxer her and she gives me the answer in a second, or she'll look it up. So she saves me hours and hours a week just asking her the direct question. And she's always just there, encouraging and positive. So kind of want to do it. You know what I mean? It makes it like, oh, I know I said I was going to do that. Kind of accountability maybe too. So that, I think that's a big part of it. For me, in my industry, I think it makes it a little easier, although I haven't really, it's not been a ton of my clients, but, you know, I'm a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor. And so the people, I have a big list of people that I can prospect through, which I haven't even, you know, hit the tip of the iceberg on that. So really kind of getting excited about that when I really can start diving in. But really just kind of, Lisa set me up. So she showed me what I needed to get to this level. Come on, you can get to this, I forget what everything's called now because I don't even know. She said, you just need your 500 points. You just can do it. And that's this, and this. And then she, you know, gave me that little list, or showed me where the list was of how many points each thing was. So know to the point exactly how many you need. And if you have a goal like that, it was just seemed a lot simpler to go to. And not that hard. And I think when I first made it to the first level, you know, it was my family, and they didn't have a choice. They're going to get it. And They didn't have a choice after that. And after that, you know, you run out of family. But by that time,
you're lucky, because a lot of family just says, hell no, go away. Like,
yeah, well, I don't allow that. But after that, and I didn't have my family anymore, I had been using the product long enough, and I had been, you know, had my tower garden, and so then, and I had gone to a couple of the presentations, and I had watched more of the videos. So once after a little bit of time, I had the time to actually sit through some videos and learn more about it. And the more you learn, the more you get it, and the more you want to do it. And you can't really sell to somebody unless you feel passionate about it, I think, and unless that's something important to you. And it just became more and more important to me, I think. And then so then just talking about it, getting excited about it. I was very, very excited. Like my tower garden, I can't tell you how much I love the tower garden. And in fact, I bought another one. I have two. So, yeah, I love it. And so you talk about it and they're like, I want to do that. And so sold another tower garden, or like, how, like my mom's on the Omegas and she has had concussions and she's had memory. She has terrible memory. She's feeling not foggy anymore. She's feeling better memory. And you just share the stories. People want to know more about it. And I guess living it kind of made it. But so like at the beginning, you can't really do that because you don't know enough. It's so, you jump right into it. But once I got my family, then it kind of snowballed with just having more time. And it didn't take a lot of time because believe me, I am busy. I'm not spending nearly the time I should be on this. And, I think to myself, boy, I could be so much farther and have so many more people if I just put a little time into it. But I think just the excitement I have for it myself right now has done it. And now if I could devote just an hour a day, I think it would make a huge difference. And I haven't even done that yet, but
that's okay.
It doesn't even take that.
Doesn't matter. 15 minutes a day. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't gotten there yet without doing that. So it's very possible to do just by talking to people around you without even prospecting, without even trying to sell, just talking about how you're feeling and how excited you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what took me over the edge. And then one of my friends who's also a trainer at the gym with me, that's who I got on as one of my underneath me, whatever. And I just kept talking to her about how good I felt and how this and that. And I'm like, Leanne, whatever you want to do, but you have so many. She has a different following than I do at the club.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly.
She wanted to be on it herself, and I'm like, why don't you just sell it? There's so many people if that you could affect, and she has affected so many people. She has a population in an older group, and I'm like, you could affect those people and make those changes in them. Why just keep that to yourself?
Right.
It's the sharing. So
yeah. So I heard you say you became a product of the product. You fell in love with the product. You went to a couple of events. You built your own belief by, not learning the comp plan and not trying to figure it all out, but just plugging into the tools.
Mm-hmm.
And you shared. And,
yeah, absolutely.
I want to give you a lot of credit because there are literally thousands of fitness professionals in the Juice Plus company as representatives, and most of them don't even get beyond their own order. So just because you are in that, in the industry of, helping people get healthy from a fitness standpoint, I just really want to point out that there are very few people who really do proactively share. And so so because I think people come to the assumption, and you're going to, as you continue to build your team, you're going to have people say to you, oh, but you're a fitness instructor, so it's easier for you.
Right.
That's not true. I mean, that's not true at all. So, because there are so many fitness instructors that don't do anything with this business. So no, you're doing all the right things. And, and I also just want to, in front of everybody, just encourage you not to beat yourself up about what you're not doing.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I mean, we're all very good at that, but it just doesn't serve you and doesn't serve any of us to say, oh, but I'm not doing this. And Ray does talk about this on Friday, but it's worth repeating. Like, you're doing a great job. You're helping people, and you're going to figure out pockets of time. And that's why I love our 15-minute blitzes. Even if you can carve out your own little 15-minute blitz, 15 minutes, set a timer, even if it's in your car or, whatever, first thing in the morning, whatever it is for you, just make that commitment to yourself and your business every day. You can do so much in 15 minutes. You really can. Right. You really can. And
the more you do it, the faster you get at it.
Yeah. You get better. So thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm just excited for you because I know that I appreciate
the support. And that's what's really good about the team too. It's very supportive.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I wanted to point that out too. I didn't want to overlook that you have a great support team in Lisa, and she's totally invested in helping
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, she is. She's invested in me, which is
Yeah.
great. It's a great feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you
Thanks.
so much. So what I thought we would do right now, because I know you guys have a lot of questions, and I'm not super prepared on my end, but I can get there very quickly. But I wanted to take you guys, and I just want to make sure, because I know that I've given you a lot of information very quickly in a short amount of time. And I just want to make sure that you all know where some of the key resources are that you guys can be using every single week and every single day. So hold on one second. I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to take us into our team page super quick. Oop, are we there? Okay, yeah, and we're still recording. Gosh. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So on Facebook, if you're not like, I mean, I don't expect everybody to be like Facebook pros, especially when it comes to groups. So this, when you see the main stuff, that's the discussion. There's a section right under discussion called units. And this is where I house all of the information to help people get started. Because here's the thing, and Kathy, you're a good example. So I'm gonna make you guys an example. Kathy has an amazing sponsor who's super dedicated to her business and has the time to invest in her business. But here's what I envision. I envision you guys sponsoring 10 to 20 people a month in your business, if that's what you want to do. Now, Ray says this to me all the time. If adding 20 new people into your business, like you front line, not like 20 new people in your organization. I mean, that happens for me every month. 20 new people frontline to you, would that excite you or overwhelm you? I can guarantee you guys that if you feel overwhelmed, that's normal. And that's why I'm setting up these systems so that you're not feeling overwhelmed, because, you might not have a Lisa Bartlett as a sponsor. I mean, you might not, so, I mean, you guys
via Lisa Bartlett as
you guys are all dedicated to your business because you're on this live call. And even those of you who take the time to watch the recording, you're dedicated to your business. But there's a lot of people that are just, it's not their first priority, or they can't make time for it, or whatever, and that's totally fine. That's why I'm setting up these systems. So it's literally as simple as, and I just want to point this out because I know this came up and I need to keep tweaking this and making this better. In our cover page, and I know this picture gets cut off, but it tells you when the Phoenix conference is, which I want to talk about before we end this call. And it also says, click here to get started. So if you're a new person and you click on this, you're going to see in the notes that this is the letter that I email to all of you guys when you get started. It's our Trailblazer website.
Where did you get that? I didn't see where you clicked on, Lisa. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is on our cover photo page.
Okay, I see that.
So this is the cover photo. So I can click anywhere on the cover photo.
Oh, anywhere on the photo. Okay.
Yep. And it just brings it up. But I need to make this better because it's too much. There's too much involved that I'm having to show you guys that. So I need to make that better.
Oh, click here to get started. Oh,
yeah.
That sounds like it's going to take you to the Phoenix conference though.
Right, but it's not. But it's two different things. You're right. So, okay. So the units tab, so I'm new, now what? Okay, so this is literally going to help you. There's a video here, and this is all the new video. I put up all the new stuff to help people. Okay, I'm still getting to know these unit tabs. I'll be totally honest with you guys. It's creating units is a little tricky, but you go down here and you can guide your teammate to the comp plan and the new unit. Then literally you go through this and you're going to see how to place your first order. Okay, so we want people to know how to place their first orders. So then they're going to watch another video on that, and then they're just going to keep going. So all of these units tabs, who do I talk to? This is your memory jogger. Okay, so this is all really good stuff here. And we talked about the memory jogger the other night on our huddle, if you were on that call, which we're going to do that every Sunday, by the way. And then here are all the relevant scripts. Now, I am going to get in the habit of posting these scripts every Monday so that you guys, because we are tweaking them. you know, I want to make sure everybody knows where the scripts are. I don't want them buried. So every Monday I'm going to be posting them, but they are here in Unit 4. And these are the most relevant scripts. I keep these up on my laptop every day, and I use them, and I cut and paste every single day. And then this is the video that I've been using. You don't have to use this video. You can use another video that you like. But I really like this video that Tracy Pontarelli made. She creates really good content, and it's just like a little mini, super mini wellness, like our wellness talks. Okay, events, launching your first event, how to do that. It just takes you through the whole step. Okay, so the follow-up, do with your follow-up. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys had this. This is a tracker sheet that I've been using, but I'm going to tell you guys the honest truth. I am going to start, I'm going to get I do have help now, and she's going to start to put all my stuff in TeamZ, because I'm realizing that I'm missing out on using 2 different tools. So I want to get everything into TeamZ, because TeamZ it's a beast, and I love it. And I prospected out of TeamZ today, and I couldn't believe how many people I was able to reach in a short amount of time. And I need to just get into TeamZ more. So those are the units. Okay. Now, what your new team member, as of, I think I started this in November. So anyone that started November or later, they're going to get a letter from me emailed to them. And this is the letter that they're getting. Okay. They're going to get my story. So you don't have to put people on the phone with me right away. I mean, we can certainly get on the phone, or we can do a 3-way Voxer. I've been doing that a little bit more. You know, I know we're doing less 3-way calls. Doesn't mean I'm never going to do a 3-way call again. I enjoy getting to know people and talking with them, but it doesn't have to be right away. They can listen to my story and you know, get some vision painted as well. So then they can click right onto our team website, which this is going to get better. It's going to get better as we go. Is it coming? Is it coming? Yeah, here it is. So this is the same as the units tab. So if they don't have Facebook, I encourage them to join our Facebook group. Encourage them to join our mailing list, which I know a lot of you guys are getting on. If you're not on the mailing list, my email list, please do that, so you'll get emails. Here's my story. So pretty. Let's not watch that. And then here are the units. You know, I'm new, now what? So I know Ray's going to tweak this more in depth for me next month, but you know, and it's constantly going to get tweaked. We're going to have a unit up here for shift. I just added a unit today for shift. I didn't get to that when I was just showing you guys, but it's there. So I'm going to add a shift unit to here. But you guys can see it's the same exact thing. It's just in a website, in case people are not super familiar with Facebook, or they don't hang out on Facebook as much as some of us do. So it's going to take them all the way through sales coordinator. Then it's going to give them the whole plan. I'm going to get rid of this. So, you know, like I said, a lot of this is a work in progress, and I've got to put more things in here, but it's the basics to help get them started. Okay. So then lastly, what I'll show you guys is the scripts that I'm using is exactly what Kim talked about the other night. And I'm going to do this. We're going to do this every Sunday. We're going to huddle. We're not going to go through as much depth as we did on Sunday, but we're going to really set you guys up for a successful week for people who want to huddle and get ready to rock and roll. These scripts work. I mean, they work. I got to check my messages, but I was reaching out to people this afternoon. I had like 3 or 4 responses. So the deflection, like the deflection question was just asked when we were on with Jessica. I love this deflection. And again, you can tailor it for you. This deflection for me, this last one, the deflection when they say they'll watch the video, but then they never respond when you follow back up. I'm getting a lot of response from this as well. Okay, so know that that's in the units tabs, and it will get emailed to you guys every single week, because we're gonna, you know, I mean, I want to keep this very simple and the same. But as things evolve and as we get results with things, you know, we'll tweak them here and there. Do you guys have questions about that at all? Okay, cool. Rocking and rolling. So I did ask Lisa to share, and then we'll talk about blitzes first, and then we'll end with shift, because I know you guys are like, oh. But I wanted Lisa to share a little bit about how her December looked and how the blitzes have been helping her business. And this, and obviously we love to come together, and it's awesome when I show up on Zoom and you guys are there, and it's super fun and we have fun together and I can troubleshoot any questions that you have. That's the benefit of coming to a group blitz. But I realize that you guys work, you take kids to school, you've got stuff to do. I totally get it. So I just want to encourage you. And I do have a tracker that I posted, which I'm going to get back in the groove of making sure you guys know about the tracker. The tracker is going to go in the weekly email as well. So I got to write that down for myself. So the weekly tracker, I really want to acknowledge you guys, and I want to celebrate you, and I want to just really celebrate your activity. I want to celebrate that, Joni showed up for a blitz and she prospected 8 people or followed up with 8 people. Like, I want to celebrate that. I don't care what the outcome is, because, that's not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the activity, because I know that when you do the activity, you're going to get the result. It's
Is
just
that
a matter of
tracker going to be in our units tab too?
for right now, I've posted that in as an announcement at the top of the page.
Okay, so it's at the top. It's just. It's
but
so
you know
easy.
what? I am going to add it as a units tab, but I don't want it to be buried, because especially for now, I want you guys to get into the habit of doing it. It's kind of like the weekly tracker, like the
Well,
right,
I know.
tracker.
I like that it's pinned at the top. I didn't realize that, because then we can just go right to
So
it.
it's a Google Doc, and then I'm going to get the results. And actually, Sarah, who I think I should introduce, she's like really awesome. I'm so in love with her. I'm obsessed having a person help me. Today I was like, I think you might want to get on Voxer. It'd really help me. And like 30 seconds later, she was on Voxer. I was like, I love her. But she's actually going to do that for me, so that it's because it's going to be systematized. So will you just share a little bit about how your December went and like what's been happening since then? Because December is a crazy time, but it's always a crazy time. So it doesn't matter like what month it is, but I just would love for you to share.
So I really love that we do get together for the text blitzes, and we have that opportunity to get on if we choose to. The reason why I did is because I didn't want to redo what I did last year. I stopped everything during November and December and kind of lost my momentum until we went to the boot camp at the end of January. But I made that decision that I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my activity going, and this is the perfect way. And I didn't really know how perfect it was until I started to really show up for everyone, and my activity just kept going and going and going, and people were getting back to me from when we started the text blitzing, did we start that like in October or?
Yeah.
So they started to then get back to me in December. So I'm like, okay, so if I keep this going, then my December people that I'm reaching out to are going to get back to me in January or February. So I'm going to just keep this constant flow of people coming through. And I was seeing it. And again, I've been focusing on what I'm putting out there and not getting stuck on the results, but the activity. And if I say it every day, what I put out there, I'm going to get back. So maybe if I didn't get anybody coming back to me for a week or two, I'm still doing it, but then I got a lead from the company. So that was the universe coming back to me going, you're putting in the work, so here you go. And it might sound cheesy, but I feel that is true.
Totally true, 100%.
And also what it's done for me is I look forward to the text blitzes, because maybe I didn't have any time during the day, whether it's in the morning or like tonight, it's later. If I didn't get to it during the day, I know I have that 15 minutes, and usually it turns into a little bit more because I do it for a little bit more, that I am focusing and can get out 10 to 15 of them for that day. So it does give me not the excuse, but the actual reason to do it and get me focused to do it. So it has really helped. And it's actually made me better at reaching out to people, because I've been consistently doing it for those 15 minutes since we started it. I'm not afraid anymore to do it, and I'm not attached to the results of it. I'm addicted to the activity.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I do actually like it now. And it is a game, like Jessica said earlier, it's a game to see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
Totally. Totally. No, I think it's great, Lisa. And your results have shown for it. I mean, the first week of January, you had like 5 orders or something. It was like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, no, it's great. It is the consistency. Okay. So I just wanted you to share that. And because there was a huge difference. I mean, you started your business last November, you got to DD, and that was like in one night because you had a wine and wellness, and then you kind of went away.
Right.
And, you know, and that was fine. You didn't have a bigger vision then, but then you went to an event. So I will say, you guys, like, I mean, I know I made a message about this the other day. It is the time to get yourself to an event, you know, and I cannot even believe it, but the conference is in about 70 days. I mean, it's crazy. It's coming very fast. So, you know, this is the time that we've got to really be focused on getting ourselves there, making our own commitments and our plans, talking with our teams, inviting people. It's on the West Coast. So for most of us, it is the easier of the two conferences. And, you know, there's obviously a lot going on. So we really need to be there. And I'm a big fan of a January event. I always have been, because this is the time to refuel and replug in and recommit. So, I mean, I'm personally going to 2 big events this month, and, you know, I want to, because events fuel me and they give me perspective, and I'm learning, you know, from people that I'm not anything like, and, or that have the style that I like. It doesn't matter. But one thing I've just really realized from working with Ray and Jess, even in the last just 90 days, is that, you know, I'm a student. I mean, I've always been a student, but like, I've like upped that even more. So, so I really encourage you guys, like, to get to your regionals, get to the things that are in your area. They will absolutely make the difference between, and if you're going for a promotion, you know, I hope some of you guys are going for sales coordinator or qualifying sales coordinator. Getting to an event can make the difference between you being in the same position that you're at in March, or getting to the next position. And I told Lauren this the other day, and I'm going to make a video for her, because of the team that I had at the Las Vegas boot camp last year, including Lisa. We had 3 people in my open on stage. Now, one of them had gotten there before, but Lisa, I know you would not have been on stage as an express track sales coordinator if you did not go to that Las Vegas boot camp. There's absolutely no way. So, you know, that's just the difference. So, okay. So, I want to keep to our time, the shift. So, I showed you guys the units tab, shift verbiage. Hold on, let me find it here real quick for you. Okay, here we go. So shift verbiage and the video is up as a units tab on Trailblazers as of right now. Okay, if you haven't seen it yet, this is it. This is what it looks like. So here are the scripts that you can be using. Now, I also have a timeline that I'm going to post on. Hold on. I gotta yell at my family. Plays with the dog like it's a 3-year-old. Okay, so the number one goal this week, I have a whole timeline. The number one goal that you guys want to be doing this week is get yourself into the Facebook group and get your teams. So I was trying to control the process because, as we talked about on the call the other night, and I'll just reiterate for those of you guys who weren't on the call, you know, we really want to keep this within our 3 teams because we want to protect all of you. This is going to be a really incredible thing. I know it is. And we want to just keep it within the 3 sideline NMD teams. And once other NMDs start hearing about it, which they will eventually, it's like not a big deal, we will lose control over the process. So for right now, you know, we're not trying to be mean. We're not trying to be exclusive or anything, but we kind of have to be to get this off the ground and for it to start out with the integrity that we want it to have. So as long as you guys are cool with that, and I know some of you are so new, you don't even know a lot of people within the Juice Plus community, and that's totally fine. But for those of you who do, this is our request because, you know, we're really excited about this. I know we're onto something big. I just know it's going to be a really cool thing. So get yourself in the page, and then yes, start inviting your customers. So let me just give you the timeline that that actually I came up with today. and we all agree is a good timeline. And Kristen knows this as well. Kristen's on this call. So we're going to be enrolling our teams this week. We're going to be promoting to our customers. So here is the scripts. Have at it. Okay. Talk about opportunities to blitz. Current customers, canceled customers. Oh my gosh. You guys that have been around for a while with the canceled customers. I'm so excited about this. I can hardly even stand it. Warm market, never on the product. This is a program that we can lead with. If you don't want to lead with the product, I mean, I will always lead with the product, but if you don't want to lead with the product, you want to try something different, lead with the program, and then by default, they will learn about the product. And I know, and I really appreciate you guys giving us feedback on the video, because I think it's a great video too. So when they say yes, you can share the video that most of you have seen, and you can follow up. And right now, all we're doing is we're just adding them into the group, but they must be on the capsules, okay? Must be on the capsules or the chews, just fruit and veg. I mean, we're not asking them for the farm. We're just asking for fruit and veg commitment, no omegas, no, no complete. So I also have a Q&A that I wrote last night, so that's going to get posted really soon. The girls are looking at that today.
Lisa?
Yes.
One thing, I watched the video, and I know, like, as a new person, like at the end, they said, they have that little slide up of, the fruit and vegetables is this much, fruit, the trio is this much. But like, and I looked at it I was watching it on my iPad, and I would never, if I was a new person and wasn't on the product, like if that's for a new prospect, I wouldn't know what that is. It just gives pictures of the bottles. It doesn't say what they are. And I don't know if that's something that is important or not.
Well, did anybody else see that? Because I saw all the products, and then I saw the prices.
The products, just the pictures of the bottles though, not verbiage of what the bottles are.
Okay.
So it shows 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, but unless you, I guess if you're 20 years old and can have eyesight that can see what's on those bottles.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I don't know if that's important or not, but just to throw that out there.
Okay. No, that's a good
I don't think you're really using that as a sales thing, though. You're explaining it and then sending that.
People have to buy that to become a part of the group. So
yes, they do. Yes,
they need to know, like, why is this one $50 and that one $70? Well, as a new person, we know that because we're involved in the business, but people who have never used Juice Plus before won't know what the difference between the 2 bottles and the 3 bottles and the 4 bottles are.
But then that's when they come back to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's a reason for that. Okay.
Well, I think she was just trying to fit everything into one slide, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay. But you raise a good point, and I'll definitely share that with Tracy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if it was purposeful or not. So.
Yeah, no. It's just a matter of trying to get it all onto the slide. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know you guys are chomping at the bit to reach out to your customers. Now, when your customers say yes, and I already have one that did, we are going to add them to the group on Sunday the 19th. So let's just say this whole week, you have people that say, yes, I want to shift. I want to do this. Start a list either in the notes section of your phone or Excel or whatever works for you, pen and paper, doesn't matter. Get their name down, and then be ready to add them on the 19th. And the reason why we're waiting is because, like Kristen, for example, who's here, she's working on a amazing recipe book with 2 other of the ambassadors. We're working on a tracker. We're working on just an overview of what this is. And so we want to get a basic foundation together for everyone. We want to get those pillars in place, and we need to have our plan, for them so that we can just have everything in the units tabs. Okay. We're going to have basic fitness stuff. We're going to have some of the basics, and then we're going to be building on this, continually. And then on the 26th, Tracy and I are going to be in a launch call. Kim's going to be on a plane, but we're going to have a launch call, and that'll be open to everyone. Okay. Customers, all of you, and it will be on a Sunday, but we're just really trying to fit everything in so that people can understand. Of course, it will be recorded. So if people can't come on the call, we'll get them the recording and we'll post that in the Facebook group. And then we are ready to go on February 2nd with our content and our first pillar, which is nutrition. And, you know, we're going to be really supporting these people in a phenomenal way. So I think right now, the most important thing for you guys, and for those of you guys who have teams, you know, get the video out to your teams, get them into the page if they want to participate, and then start reaching out to your customers and your warm market. I mean, it's just such a great time. And I do want to say this, you know, if this doesn't speak to you, if you're just like, you know, at least I'm like happy doing what I'm doing, you know, it's working for me, I don't want to get all involved in another group. I just want you guys to personally hear that that's totally fine with me. And it does not hurt my feelings. I know that not everything is for everyone. I mean, I have been very honest about the fact that the shred has been very challenging for me. And, you know, I love it. I love the concept. I love the idea. Don't love the rules. I'm not alone. And so it just wasn't anything that I ever like ran with. But like Kristen, for example, so passionate about it, and I'm so grateful to her for her energy and how she's really just led the charge, you know, for over a year, you know, month after month after month. So this has to really speak to you, and I really just want you guys to know that if it doesn't, it's totally fine. I'm thrilled that so many of you have reached out to me and said that you're really excited, because I am really excited. I really do believe that this is going to be an answer to a lot of little holes that we have in our system. And we're going to be getting you guys a tool. As founders, I just want you guys to know that you're founding members, all of you guys who get into the Facebook page for this first launch, and your teams that get in are going to be founding members. And we are working on some special things that we're going to be doing at conference, some special things for you, some special tools for you, because we want you guys to feel special. So it's going to be amazing. So I know I've talked for a long time. Do you guys have any questions? I don't want to keep you guys much longer, and I do want to take a couple minutes for anyone who wants to blitz, if you guys want to do that. Joni? And Kristen, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead, Kristen?
I just wanted to say really quick, like your point that if it's not for you, then that's totally cool. But I think if it is for you, there's gonna be a little bit more accountability in this group as bringing people in, because we really just don't want people to sign up people really quickly and throw them in the shifter group and then expect the other members of the group to like support your people. So if you are going to bring people in, I think the whole point is that you need to be there supporting your people and loving on them throughout it. So if it's not for you, totally cool. But if it is, you need to be in there, you know, picking up the pieces for your person is kind of my understanding.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why it's so great, you guys, that we're with these two amazing teams that have so many gifts and talents. And it's like, it's so awesome.
Lisa?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, another question about that and about bringing people in. So, you know, people, we have the script and everything to use in the video, but really, what is it like? What will we get? They'll be on that page and have access to.
Yeah.
Like,
so
they'll ask those questions. Like, what do I say to them?
I know you weren't on the call the other night, so I'll get you the whole. Well, let's see. So it's a whole program that's going to take people through 4 28-day cycles. So the whole idea is that Juice Plus is 4 months. We are going to support them hardcore with cycles.
Oh, okay.
Nutrition, fitness, mindfulness.
So each thing is a month?
It's a different theme every week.
Oh, every week.
But it's going to carry them through the 4-month cycles. Gotcha. So they're going to get support of everything from their nutrition to fitness, mindfulness and gratitude. That's going to be a big part of it. Celebration. It's going to be a very vibrant, hands-on experience. And just like Kristen said, and I'm so glad that you said that, Kristen, you know, our Trailblazer Healthy Experience page, which, by the way, I know Caprice, I see you, and I hope Irene is still here. You guys have just been rocking that page. And where I see this going is all customers definitely still going to get the same support. And that community has just blown up thanks to all of you guys and these challenges that we've done together. And prospects. people who aren't ready to get on Juice Plus. You're reaching out cold market and they're like, no, I don't want to. And you're like, okay, well, I have a healthy page. Like, I've put so many people that I don't know into that healthy page, and I can promise you they're watching. So we're going to continue to nurture them and love on them and take time for them. But this page is going to be for people who are committed to Juice Plus. So there's no, plant powder, like dance, tiptoeing around the Juice Plus conversation. It's they're on Juice Plus, they're committed, and we're going to help them get their health to the next level. We're going to help.
Do you have did you record that call? Well, could I listen to it?
We did not, but we're going to do it again on the 26th.
Okay.
So don't worry. And just
Lisa,
page and it will start to evolve.
Lisa, I loved that one chart that you did in that presentation that showed the every 7 days. Is that something that you could share? Because it really does a great job summarizing.
Yes. I can definitely get that.
I'm sorry, when did you see the FAQ was going to be ready?
Tomorrow.
Sorry, the FAQ? Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry, I think I'm starting to lose recording. What else? We're moving very quickly, as you could tell. Very, very, very quickly, but it's good. It's all good. And we have so many ideas and so many fun things that we're going to do. And conference is going to be really amazing because we're gonna film some workouts together, all the workout people, and we're just going to make this such an incredible experience for people that they're going to want to join our teams. They're going to want to join our teams. They're going to get on all the other products. We're going to be able to get back a lot of customers that have maybe fallen by the wayside over the years. We're going to help all the people that are looking for something, all those people that are dieting right now, that are tearing their hair out, that are, not feeling good about themselves. We took surveys. Just so you guys know, we've been doing the work. Tracy and I put surveys into several different cold market prospecting groups that we're in. And we got permission from the admins, and we have a lot of data from people that we don't know. And then we got some data from you guys and our own customers. And so we feel really empowered with what people want, and we will be able to serve them in a duplicatable way. In a way where nobody has to go be a health coach if they don't want to. Nobody has to be a fitness instructor if they don't want to be, or if they're not already. You guys, we're still Juice Plus reps, just building businesses, but together as a bigger team, we're going to be putting these programs and tools in place so that these people can just really have a great experience getting healthy and feel good about it. So that's the overarching mission. And it's going to be great.
I think it is going to be amazing. I think that this is what we've been looking for, not just, hey, take these capsules, but we're giving them a platform to really keep them on it and exercise mindset. I really do believe that this is going to catapult.
Yeah, it is.
At least I feel that way.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
totally
excited. Then that customers and new customers will be just as excited because it's going to come through from us.
And and it's like Tracy said the other day, you guys, and this is just human nature. This is the way that we are hardwired as people. We do need to mix things up. Like we're not a company that has a catalog of products. We're not a company that just is very, bold in terms of like its programs. So we got to mix it up. It's good for our customers. It's good for us. And so I do believe that the timing of this is very good because, people are burnt out with, keto this and fad that and, this and that. And people want a message of just being back to basics, but in a fresh way. And it's all about the community. They really, really, really want the community. So yeah, so I think it's going to be good. Okay. Anything else before I unrecord? Okay.